So, what's going on guys, Kids here, welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's one, I'll show you top 10 best pro player World Cup keyboards. So, all of us want to get as good as possible, and that means we have to have the right peripherals. Later in the week, I'll show you what mouses, monitors and everything else they used. But today, I'll show you one of the most important things, that are keyboards. And on top of all that, I'll show you as well their keyboard placements and their keybinds, because they are really important. So if you want to use the right items that all the pro players are using, then this is the video that you've been looking for. And by the way, I'll give you a lot of examples, keyboard playstyles, and for each and every Fortnite playstyle. So you can watch till the end and see which playstyle, which player you like the most, and what keyboard and keybinds, as well the keyboard placement, you want to have. So with that said, let's get right into it. So the first guy on our list is of course the one and only Tfue. For his keyboard, he's using the Ducky Mia Pro Rainbow. So yeah, at the moment he's using this keyboard, but previously, like all of us know, he was using the Ducky 1-2 Mini. Both those keyboards look the same and most of the time work the same as well. So for his keyboard placement in tournaments and just in general, he's using 90-degree angle for the keyboard and normal angle for the mouse. And the last but not the least, for his key binding, for walls he's using C, for floors E, for stairs Q, and for roof mouse button 5. For chap mouse button 4 use is MW down and building edit is V. Reload weapons / rotate buildings is R, crouch is L shift, sprint by default of course is enabled on, so you could crank up those 90s even faster, inventory is on tab and map is on M. And by the way guys, we continue, if you're interested in why exactly Tfue uses these keybinds, then check this video which will be down below in the description. And I explain for every single pro player and for their playstyles why they use the things that they do. So the second player is Mongraal, and for his gaming keyboard he's using the Corsair Key 65 Lux Edition. But for example, if you're using the K70 or K65 normal edition, all of those keyboards are the same thing. Just for K65 Lux, which Mongraal is using, the keyboard doesn't have extra buttons on the right side, and by doing that, adding an extra space for his mouse. And for his keyboard placement, he's using the 45-degree angle, which about 90% of the pro players are using as well. It still adds a bit of space and isn't that hard to adjust. So for his key binding, he's using for walls mouse button 5, for floors is DPI, which is programmed to end keyboard button, stairs are on mouse 5, roof is on T, chop is on 5, use is on MVW, up, building edit is F, and rotate / reload your weapons is on R. Crouch is on control left, sprint by default is off on L shift, inventory is on I, and map is on M. And with that said, the next player is Mr. Savage himself. For his keyboard, he's using the Rocket Vulcan 121 AMO. And for his keyboard placement, he's using the normal horizontal keyboard placement. And then take a look at the key bindings. For walls, he's using F, for floor G, for stairs T, and for roof F4. For trap is F5, use is on E, building edit is Q, which has been programmed to his scrolling wheel on his mouse. Reloading your weapons and / rotate is on R, crouching is on left control, sprint by default is L shift, and inventory is on tab. Then take a look at the next player is FaceDubs. For his gaming keyboard he's using the Vortex Poker, and his keyboard placement is about 75 to 90 degrees. He doesn't have it that extreme as Tfue does, but still he tilts it a lot further than just the normal 45 degrees. Then going over to his key binding, for walls he's using 5, for floors F, for stairs mouse button 4, for roof C, for chop T. Picking up aka using items is on E, building edit is caps lock, reload / rotate is on R, crouch is on left control, sprint by default is enabled, inventory is on I, and map is on M. Then going over to the fifth player is Face Mega. For his keyboard he's using the Annie Pro T key, and his keyboard placement is the normal pro player 45-degree angle. And his key binding, wall is on Z, floor is on X, stairs are on C, roof is on Q, trap is on T, and use is on E. Building edit is F, reload / rotate is on R, crouch is left control, sprint by default is on off, which is L shift, and inventory is on I. And with that said, now we have covered 5 players and there are 5 more to go. So guys, like I said, if there are any questions or anything like that, let me know down below. And if you're interested in their mouses, monitors or anything else, those videos will be all coming this week. But feel free to comment any suggestions or any videos that you would like me to make. So with that said, the 6th player is Benjifishy. And for his gaming keyboard, he's using the Razer Black Widow Chroma. and his keyboard placement is 45-degree pro player angle. And by the way guys, you'll see a lot of this keyboard placement for pro players because the normal horizontal keyboard angle fills up a lot of space on the desk for tournaments. So if you want to go like Tfue, which is 90 degrees, which gives you the most space, you can go for that, but then you have to put your whole left arm on the desk. But if you don't feel like it and you don't want to go that extreme, then you can do what most pro players use, is 45 degrees. And for his key binding, for walls he's using Q, for floor mouse button 5, for stairs C, and for roof F. Jab is on V, use is MW down, building edit is E, and reload/rotate is R. Crouch is on left control, sprint by default is off, which is L shift, and inventory is left alt. Then the next player is Liquid Vivid, and the keyboard of his choice is Logitech G Pro mechanical gaming keyboard. By the way guys, if you're wondering, yes, Logitech G Pro is almost the same size as Ducky 1.2 Mini. And for his keyboard placement, he's using the normal horizontal placement. And for his key binding, for walls he's using Q, for floor mouse button 4, for stairs E, and for roof mouse button 5. Trap is on T, use is on F, building edit is G, and reload/rotate is on R. Then crouching is C, sprint by default is off, which is on L shift, inventory is on tab, and map is on M. And with that said, one of the last players is 100 Thieves C's. And for his keyboard he's using the Vortex Poker. And for the placement he has the 45-degree pro player angle. Then going over to his key binding, for walls he's using mouse button 5, for floor middle mouse button, for stairs mouse button 4, and for roof Q. Trap is on 6, use is on F, building edit is G, and reload/rotate is on R. Crouch is on left control, sprint by default is on, inventory is on tab, and map is on M. So then take a look at the next player, is the man himself, Bugha. Yes, like all of us know, he is the best ever Fortnite player in entire Fortnite. So he won the Fortnite World Cup for solos, and for the keyboard he was using the Logitech G Pro. And his keyboard placement was 45 degrees. Then going over to his key binding, for walls he's using X, for floor V, for stairs C, and for roof F. Chap is on T, use is on E, building edit is G, and reload/rotate is on R. Crouch is on L control, sprint by default is off, which is L shift, inventory is on I, and map is on M. So with that, now we have come to the last player, which is Clicks. And for his keyboard he's using the Razer Black Widow Elite. And then take a look at the keybinds, for walls he's using F, for floor X, and for stairs Q. Roof is on V, chap is on T, use is on E, and building edit is on G. Reload/rotate buildings is on R, crouch is on C, sprint by default is enabled, inventory is on I, and map is on M. And with that said, I really do appreciate it for watching and I hope you enjoyed. This was my top 10 list of the best pro players who qualified and played in World Cup. And I showed you all the key bindings, keyboards, keyboard placements that they used. And like I said previously, if you're interested in why exactly they use this key binding, which a lot of factors go into it, then check this video which I already made. If you're wondering about any other players, or you have any future video suggestions, let me know in comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video and want to help me out, don't forget to click like and subscribe to keep up to date with every video, top 10 list, or whatever I make, which is every single day. And while you're doing that, enable that notification bell so you would receive notifications when a new video is up and running. If you want to support my channel, you already know what to do. Go in your Fortnite item shop and add KaidGames as your support creator code. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it. My name is Kaid, you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya, kid from California, trying to ya.